I was looking at you all night, you know what I'm saying?
Nurse, is the next one ready?
Yes, doctor.
Excellent. Now just come with me, lad. We'll remove your straps in a second. You and I are going to go on a very special trip today. Open the elevator.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in we go. Shut the elevator, please, nurse. Going down. Just sit tight. We're almost there. And it looks like this is our stop. Open the vault. Now. Are you prepared for what you're about to see? We are about to enter the very depths and darkest corners of my mind. It dates back to as far as 3 years ago. Welcome to the vault. There are so many entertainers who think this is A&E. Other than Shady Records, can't name no true MCs who are still around and are alive today. Hip-hop had died and I found its grave. Dug it up, I found a picture of Eazy-E. I think it was shitty how he died of HIV. Our generation be praising people like Tiger and Wayne. Sorry Big and Pac, we disgraced the name of the game. Whatever happened to people blasting NWA? Whatever happened to rappers giving meaning to things that they say? We gotta start thinking about the bigger picture, cause I know Proof didn't die in some bar sipping some liquor. We forget how easy we could go down like Big L, but people forget that cause they're blinded by big sales. I bet my peers never even heard of the brother Mac Dre. He brought peace to rap, his death was a sad day. But what you guys don't see are the things that matter. All you ever want is to be caught up in laughter. Never pay attention to the things that you should. Don't focus on what will, focus on the things that could. What you don't see is the things that matter. All you ever want is to be caught up in laughter. Never pay attention to the things that you should. Don't focus on what will, focus on the things that could. What about the day that they capped Freaky Talk? But that don't matter to y'all as long as no one's critiquing y'all. Mossberg, charisma, they ain't get to see their success. Sometimes I think famous people forget that they're blessed. I've never seen a spitter nowadays that's depressed. They get their paychecks and then they forget about all the rest. Like nothing matters to them cause they're not affected. Sadness is a disease but they don't get infected. They got a vaccination, whatever's expected to be handed to them is there, but they don't feel connected to those material objects just cause all that surrounds them. I lost 3 pill bottles and now that I found them, I can pop with these painkillers like I got nothing to do. If they heal physically, they should work emotionally too. Damn, couldn't tell if I ever heard some Sue Rock. He reminded us to stay alert when we were walking down the block. But what you guys don't see are the things that matter. All you ever want is to be caught up in laughter. Never pay attention to the things that you should. Don't focus on what will, focus on the things that could. But what you guys don't see are the things that matter. All you ever want is to be caught up in laughter. Never pay attention to the things that you should. Don't focus on what will, focus on the things that could. Yeah. E-double. Let me tell you a story, man. It all started with a child that was always alone. All he wanted in life was his own microphone. But no, his parents didn't want that, they created his dreams. His whole life was controlled right down to his beliefs. But what they couldn't see was they had a lyricist, an artist, and a motherfucking G. But not G as in gangster. See, G stands for genius. Wrote his raps in mirror script so no one could read it. Memorize them quickly and then dispose of them. So when someone steals his rhyme book, nobody knows of him. Rap was his sculpture, he was crafting his skill. Even after all these years, he was sculpting it still. A part of it was missing when he popped that first pill. Everything from there on out went downhill. He found an addiction that had more ups than downs. At the same time, he no longer aimed for the crown. Now, he's trapped in a cage and no one has the key. Till his real friend showed up and set his ass free. He got over his addiction, people thought he lost his touch. That entire time, he never asked for much. He said that all that he wanted was respect and to rap. But nobody loved him, so he couldn't have that. Yeah. This is the story of a kid that I know. Just close your eyes, listen, and watch his man grow. Constantly changing to fit others' needs, saying all that I ask is you let me be me. This is the story of a kid that I know. Just close your eyes, listen, and watch that man grow. Constantly changing to fit others' needs, saying all that I ask is you let me be me. So it's 2012 and the main character's broke. Try to make dreams come true, his plans blew up in smoke. About to cross the street when a woman started to cry. A man was dying in front of his very eyes. Hit and run with the freaking SUV. Why don't they show this shit up on TMZ? Flew 9 feet when he got hit in the spine. He wasn't able to move, nobody knew why. Paralyzed, paramedics, doctors, and LAPD. And it all happened in front of his family. Not thinking he could help, the rapper just walked on by. About a month later, one of his close friends died. Playing soccer when someone pushed him, he fell on a rock. Died in the hospital due to a brain clot. Next month there was a homie that he kinda grew up with. Walking down the block, got shot with the 4/5. Month after that, he lost another soldier. Just became a pastor, got shot over the shoulders. Lost too many friends, trying not to lose another. All he's got is his best friend and that dude's older brother. This is the story of a kid that I know. Just close your eyes, listen, and watch that man grow. Constantly changing to fit others' needs, saying all that I ask is you let me be me. This is the story of a kid that I know. Just close your eyes, listen, and watch that man grow. Constantly changing to fit others' needs, saying all that I ask is you let me be me. I'm walking around the streets of my hood on a late night. Even when it's quiet, I know something ain't right. I get uneasy on these streets even in daylight, cause the floor that you be walking on could be your gravesite. I heard 9-10 sirens a day in 3 hours. This is no place for the weak, we never see cowards. My crew was talking about the future, we can't see ours. Joining the gang's the only way to achieve power. How do we escape this prison forever lost in? Without a record deal, my only choice is a coffin. Unless you have money, you don't have an option. So I'm just praying to get signed, but that don't happen often. So until then, I'm busy trying to survive. Gotta find a way out using the power of my mind. I wasn't listening, teacher, I was busy writing rhymes. This is the only thing that makes me feel alive. Nowadays, gotta be careful who you associate yourself with. With the people you kick it with, be the ones you share a cell with. That could just be my perspective, perhaps I'm selfish. When you live a life like mine, you just can't help it. I was at the park with my brothers having fun, laughing on the swing sets, higher up we swung. Then I heard the sounds of helicopters up above. Mothers panic, grabbed the children, then they tried to run. Helicopter flying low, I get off the swing. Wanted to take my brother home, but I couldn't flee. As I exited the park, only thing that I could see was a barricade of cars, and an officer had screamed, "We got you surrounded." They came running up the stairs. Mothers hold their babies tighter, you could tell they were scared. They grabbed the man by the slide, didn't see he was there. Cops confiscated his kids, couldn't escape anywhere. Start crying, started screaming, daddy help me. Can't baby, they wanna put me into a cell. See, it all happened so quickly, must be overwhelming. Cuffed him in front of his children, that shit ain't healthy. Turns out he didn't do nothing, his ex tried to frame him. It was his turn with the kids, she wanted to confiscate him. So I took what I saw, put that in my inventory. Wasn't phased at all, in fact it was just another ghetto story. Just another ghetto story. It's late at night, it's freezing cold, I'm caught up in my thoughts. Walking the streets, nothing to eat, so I walk the block. Just praying on my life, I don't run into no cops. Lots of racism on the news, this has gotta stop. $5 in my pocket, gonna grab pizza for mama. Cold breeze blowing against my face, I start to feel calmer. I start to wonder, and my statistics start to ponder. Will I go to jail or can I graduate with honors? I'm almost there, I can see the shop. Shadowy figure headlights, I begin to stop. I see the bus on the curb, the parking lot is blocked. For the first time in my life, nothing in my thoughts. Someone held a man in the arms, wouldn't let go. Excruciating pain, he was hit by the metro. He's on the floor in sewer water and it's cold as hell. Driver sat in his chair, strangers trying to call for help. Takes off his jacket, makes a blanket, can you hear me? Huddle up, starts to go quiet, he's losing feeling. I stare at the sewer water, suddenly it starts raining. Driver still sitting on the bus, the shit is crazy. I grab the pizza, come back, they're still there. Guy's on his knees, still holding the victim, he was still scared. As I go home, off in the distance I hear sirens. That's typical in my neighborhood, you never hear silence. Ironically though, the whole way home I remain quiet. I'm always being rowdy, so that really was surprising. Stare at the headlights, trying to get my head right. Is this the west side, spacing out a red light? But this happens all the time, this is no different sight. Never did find out if that curb became a death site. Can we make a community out of a purgatory? Cause I really don't wanna be just another ghetto story. Just another ghetto story. Just another ghetto story.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. It's itch my wings and pull the strings. I bought these dreams that all fall.
When I was a kid, I was taught to live my life. Now people tell me that I'm not doing it right. But I thought individuality came from within the soul. Was that just a misconception? Another lie that I was told. Started when I was a child, just about 4 feet tall. I was taught when people teach things, I'm supposed to believe it all. They didn't want me to stand out, they were afraid of my genius. But I was taught that you should say something if you really truly mean it. We were taught we're part of a system, there was no way we could beat it. That there was a lot to say, they were afraid of us idealists. No one's supposed to stand out, Eric shut up and stay seated. But I'm not gonna just sit back, I refuse to be defeated. Nobody likes the outcast, but can anybody explain why? Why are you afraid to be different if you don't care what people say, right? Did you say think outside of the box? I feel like I'm still incited. Together we're supposed to stand, why are we so divided?
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. This itch my wings and pull the strings. I bought these dreams that all fall.
Now I'm growing up, people look at me a different way. Now I'm growing older, I'm supposed to watch everything I say. Where there is love, there is life, but there is no love to be found. So if I'm not really living, then what am I supposed to be now? I'm just a product of a society that's antisocial. Do I not have any value because I don't have a logo? People say they're disappointed in me. I'm sorry I'm not a zombie. I'm sorry that I don't live my life the way that you might want me. But I'm about much more than living up to expectations. Can't possibly be the only one that's had that revelation. Temptation as being placed on all of us just to fit in. How many of you can agree to these words that I have written? They say I'm crazy, I need Jesus. I tell them don't bother, don't baptize me, cause I can see the poison in that holy water. And to the critics I stand firm, unmoved, I'm not budging. This isn't court, you're not the Lord, so tell me why you judging.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away?
Yeah. Check it. Look, you living a life of struggle, you know people who could spit. But how we supposed to advance when people buying that bullshit? You want real hip-hop, they'll tell you almost none is found. The reason they say that, all the dope stuff is underground. What happened to them rappers who rapped about where they were from? As a former fan, I never imagined the day would come where hip-hop would suck. This used to be major fun, and now it's Armageddon. You better send your prayers, son.
Get it. And I know just what you want. Real hip hop. Check it out. Put it in the song. Alright. Let's slow it down. What comes around goes around. Support whack rappers but no real sounds. Sounds like nonsense, no sense in your options. End up in the coffin like plow. And I know she digging my sound, but don't understand what I pronounce. Every verse got a meaning and sometimes it never found. Surrounded by a fake crowd, so I'm just chilling on the cloud. Gotta remember every second counts, so I'm about to make it up and show ya what hip hop's about. You can get it, hip hop's about. And I know just what you want. Real hip hop, put it in the song. Alright.
Dedication got my creations coming. My brain is wearing sweatpants, my imagination's running. It's doing marathons around these rap dudes. I'm hungry for it, and right about now I want some fast food. Just like Mel Gibson, I'm in a bad mood. The only two of us but me and Prodigy will fuck up rap crews. Now don't get me wrong, because we aren't judges, but it's time that we deliver some poetic justice.
Get it. And I know just what you want. Real hip hop, put it in the song. Alright. Mic check, 1, 2,
Mic check, 1, 2,
Mic check, 1, 2,
I'm on my way to a place that I never thought I'd ever be. I'm seeing opportunities that never thought I'd ever see. I think I'm finally going places, think I have a future. I'm a different Eric West, let me introduce ya. I was always laughed at for thinking I could be something. I was the bully outcast who never liked to be frontin'. Now I'm doing like 3 shows in one night alone. I'm the guy that you hope you can see on the microphone. I'm sipping it, licking it, ripping it. It is no different. I'm imminent, quicker than legitimate. I am limitless. Reason I'm so quick at it is because I'm feeling this. Try to envision this diligence while I'm killing it. Holding hip hop into submission, it is my mission. Prick overcame my struggles of quitting, it is prohibited. Working to the top all night and all day. No, I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way to the top, no more struggles. How do I get there? I'm feeling puzzled. Let all my suffering and pain go away. Let the world know I'm on my way.
Hey yo, Eric, let me holler at him real quick. Yeah. ATP, I envision the crowd screaming ATP. Hoping the world ain't too heavy to hold. I'm looking for that spotlight, so fuck designer clothes. While I'm looking for peace, I see y'all looking for gold. While I'm looking for me, I dream about what I showed. I spit fire, making the world less cold. Street cold show weaknesses in the thug's eyes. Chilling by the clouds, but to us it ain't high. Make your answers instead of asking why. Make misery victory, in the depths of pain is where we reside. So I'm finna make my own trail, and until I'm at the top I won't be satisfied. I see my name in the sky, ATP underlined. I'm on my way, this is the takeover. Do I need to clarify? I'm on my way to the top, no more struggles. How do I get there? I'm feeling puzzled. Let all my suffering and pain go away. Let the world know I'm on my way.
Can't quite remember a time I felt like this. Actually not sure if I ever felt like this. Was falling off for a while in the middle of crisis. Suddenly I met you, now I think I can fight this. Not an emotional nigga, but I can't hide this. I was thinking of you, so I decided to write this to let you know that I'm feeling for you, but I probably seem unappealing to you. Can't say that I blame you, I'm not very handsome, but I'd be willing to give you my all and some. To be honest, think you take my emotions for ransom. In this world of hurt, let the song be the anthem. They say it's better to have loved than lost than to never have loved at all. Well, me, I say that there's nothing for me to lose, because I would never allow you to fall. Love is a word that with words becomes hard to explain, but I'm trying to show it so it don't matter either way. So long as you get the message, that's all I'm trying to do. Woke up from a bad dream, I was crying for you. Dreamt the world was at war and you were taken from me. Told you I'd always be there, I was mistaken, cause we ended up so far apart I wasn't sure what to do. Even if it was only a dream, girl, you know that for you I'd scale any mountain, cross any river, crawl any tunnel, fight any nigga, take any hits, suffer any pain. In this world that keeps changing, my love remains the same. I know it sounds too much, but girl, I mean it, cause you're worth it all, and think it's time that you see it, cause you're worth so much more than you know. If perfection's what you're aiming for, you ain't got that far to go. Hey yo, this song right here, man, I wrote a while back. Hope you like it. Yo, 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 yo. I woke up one morning happy as can be. Grabbed my guitar, played all down 3rd Street. Trying to stay positive for my dead homie. Trying to forget how life went downhill on me. Then I fucked up a day that had been so good. That don't matter to y'all, I'm just another nigga in the hood. That is hood with his hood and his cap down low. I got a bunch of haters, plus my skin is brown, so that makes me more susceptible to anything that's skeptical. My dark side ain't perceptible, but I guess it's acceptable for God to punish somebody who works so hard. Always finds a way when he's dealt some fucked up cards, man. Got people telling me that I'm nothing but cold-hearted, cause I fucked up a friendship that I had just started. And to be honest, yo, that was some hard shit. Ain't got many friends, plus 3 of them just departing. I never got the chance to say bye to any of them. I'm not sure when they died they knew that I loved them. Bullets and gangs are one thing, but she was a different standard. Just know that I would never personally try to slander the name of a good woman. She ain't deserve that, and after what I did, man, I don't deserve crap. I never meant to hurt no one, those weren't my intentions. Maybe I was trying too hard to get your attention. People say I seem sad, long as nobody mentions how I fucked up, there'll be no need to host interventions. Other day I was lifting weights to 40 on incline, just so that people can think that everything's fine. Till yesterday was in class, fell a bit behind. That's when everybody knew I wasn't quite in my right mind. But that's only because you were incited. My actual left field, since then I've been trying to write it. Wondering meaning used why I survived my mortality rate. 48 hours with no sleep, 24 since I last stayed. Ain't doing nothing, been busy writing this rap. I did it for you, wasn't trying to get on the map. And if by some lucky miracle I do become famous, I just want you to know wasn't trying to be heinous. I only did this to try and get you to laugh, but now my heart looks like a seismograph. And I'd be perfectly fine if this moment I were to die, just as long as you know that I try to apologize. Yeah, real talk. Signing off.